Bro, so 50 Cent was on stage in Vegas a few weeks ago, just thanking the crowd for showing up. Completely normal moment. And then out of nowhere, he drops a line about Diddy that had the entire internet losing it within hours. No cap, it's one sentence, it's brutal, and it perfectly sums up 20 years of beef in like 5 seconds. Stay with me because we're gonna break down exactly what he said, why the timing was so vicious, and how this fits into a feud that honestly refuses to die. Here's where it gets crazy though. Wait for it. Okay, so for anybody who's been living under a rock, 50 Cent and Diddy have not liked each other for a very, very long time. We're talking decades of shade, subliminal shots, actual business rivalry, the whole thing. And it's not just petty either, bro. 50 actually put real money and real time behind it. He literally produced and released a documentary going after Diddy, digging into his history, his business dealings, basically building a whole project around exposing the guy. So when people say this is just a random joke, nah. This is a guy who's been building a case against his rival for years. And once Diddy's legal troubles actually became real, once the trial happened, once the conviction came down, 50 Cent did not go quiet. If anything, he got louder. Every single update in this case, 50's out here commenting on it, reacting to it, making sure everybody knows exactly how he feels. So when news broke that Diddy had gotten into it with another inmate at Fort Dix and ended up in solitary confinement, bro, there was basically zero chance 50 was gonna let that one slide. So here's the actual moment. 50 Cent's performing at Live Beach out in Las Vegas, and he pauses his set just to talk to the crowd for a second, which honestly sounds like a normal artist moment, thanking people for showing up. And then, wait for it, he says this. He tells the crowd, "You could have been anywhere. You picked being here. Thank you. You could have been in Fort Dix with Puffy in the box." Bro, read that again. He turned a genuine thank you to his fans into a Diddy prison joke in like 2 sentences flat. No warning, no build-up, just straight into it. And the crowd's reaction, you can hear it in the clip. People immediately start cheering and laughing because everybody in that room knew exactly what he was referencing. Now here's the thing, the timing on this wasn't random at all. This came literally days after reports dropped that Diddy had gotten into a physical altercation with another inmate at Fort Dix. The whole thing reportedly kicking off after another inmate said something to him, and it ended with Diddy getting tossed into solitary. So 50 wasn't just making a random prison joke, he was directly referencing a very specific, very recent, very real situation his rival was going through.
At the end of the day, I know Diddy wants to look hard right now, but I think that he needs to realize that he has way more to lose than those guys up in there. I'm sorry, not for nothing, and I'm not even happy that he only got sentenced to the amount of time that he got sentenced to, but he has a lot more to lose not coming out of there on time than they do, and he needs to realize that. Also, you would think that the fact that he provided the entire prison with these gifts and plates and meals and stuff like that, that they would give him some type of leeway when it comes to his punishment. I guess this was it, just having him do a month in the hole instead of like years like normal prisoners do. But child, they didn't give Diddy no good chance. Anyway, he definitely copped a plea because there is no way that he would have only had a month in there had he actually gotten into an actual fight. That was a G14. That wasn't no jailhouse fight, baby. A G14 can keep you from being paroled on time, but that wasn't a jailhouse fight. If he had a jailhouse fight, we'd know. Trust me, it wouldn't be a month. Believe that. He has a month added on to his sentence for this jailhouse brawl, as well as sitting in the solitary for that same amount of time. And I actually think he got lucky with this. He got very lucky. I want to see is he going to make his parole board now. Now we got to wait for another damn 51 months. Lord help us.
Once the clip hit social media, it spread instantly. No cap. Hip-hop blogs picked it up within hours. It was everywhere, people quoting the line back and forth. Even outside the usual hip-hop commentary space, bigger entertainment voices jumped on it. Perez Hilton actually reacted to the whole thing on his site, basically saying some things in life just feel inevitable, which honestly, bro, is a pretty accurate way to describe 50 Cent taking a shot at Diddy at this point. It's not a matter of if anymore, it's just a matter of when.
I'm actually shocked. We are hearing for the very first time that Diddy actually fought a man, and yes, he is in solitary confinement. According to TMZ, there was a disagreement between Diddy and another inmate, and then it led to them actually throwing hands. It's being reported by TMZ that it was a pretty bad fight, and also by Lauren LaRosa that he might have choked this man out. It seems like based off the reportings, Diddy might have actually won this prison fight that he was in, which I'm kind of mad about it. I think he deserves to get his butt beat like he beat Cassie. But we don't know for sure if Diddy was injured during this prison fight. All we know is I guess it was pretty bad, and then the COs broke it up and they threw Diddy in confinement. And he might be in there for a whole 30 days, and I also wonder how this is going to go with his good time now that this has happened. And even with his RJAP program, so I think this might ruin his potential in getting out super early like we were thinking he was gonna do. All I can say is I'm glad that Diddy was now actually in a fair fight, but I'll be looking for more details to see what all happened in this fight that Diddy had at Fort Dix. But y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.
Here's where it gets crazy though. This isn't even close to the first time 50's done something like this since Diddy's case started. He's been consistently online, consistently reacting, dropping posts and comments basically every time there's a new development in this story. So this Vegas moment isn't an isolated joke. It's part of this ongoing pattern where 50 Cent has basically positioned himself as the guy who's gonna clown Diddy through literally every stage of this legal situation, from the arrest to the trial, to the conviction, and now to what's happening behind bars. And bro, think about the position these two are actually in right now. Diddy is sitting in a federal prison. His release date got pushed back because of this exact incident. He's dealing with solitary confinement. And meanwhile, 50 Cent is out here performing sold-out shows in Vegas, thriving, and using his platform to take shots whenever the opportunity comes up. The contrast could not be more stark if you tried to write it yourself. Bro, quick throwback because this matters. That documentary 50 released wasn't just some random side project. It was him literally spending time and money building a case against Diddy years before any of this legal stuff went public. So when people act surprised he's still clowning him now, nah. This man called his shot early. He saw where this was heading before most people did. And now every single headline just feels like him getting to say, "I told you so," all again.
Now, I said I wasn't gonna touch this with a 10-foot pole. But first, Puff Daddy's son makes a diss track about 50 Cent. But now Puff Daddy's sending 50 Cent funeral arrangements from jail? Now I can certainly understand why he's so upset. Cause that documentary right there definitely can get him about 10 more charges. But to send this man funeral arrangements while you're in jail is only giving this man the heads up. But for 50 Cent to go on the internet and show that P. Diddy sent him this flowers is letting you know he's aware of what the fuck is going on. This man 50 Cent is covering all his tracks. Then for him to do an interview with ABC because he know P. Diddy will see the shit is even more wild. Leave it to 50 Cent, anything you do and you're a celebrity, he gonna make sure it get put on Netflix. P. Diddy better tread lightly while he in that prison. Cause we all know just like he got pulled, I'm sure 50 Cent got pulled too. Exposing the truth comes with a cost.
So where does this leave the feud? 20 plus years running, a documentary already released, and now this Fort Dix line becoming just the latest chapter in a rivalry that honestly shows zero signs of cooling down. Every time Diddy's case moves forward, whether it's good news or bad news for him, you can basically guarantee 50 Cent is gonna have something to say about it. Bro, do you think 50 Cent is ever gonna let this go? Or is this feud gonna keep going the entire time Diddy's locked up? Let me know what you think down in the comments. And if this is the kind of story you want more of, make sure you hit that subscribe button because there is a lot more to come on this one. Anyway, this concludes today's video. Be sure to subscribe to LoafTube for future celebrity videos and turn on that post notification bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Until then, see you in the next one.